Hi, welcome to watching us here today. So this is my first video, and this is Monty Outdoors. So we're here in Lerwick in Shetland, which is the main town of the mainland in Shetland. I moved up here almost a year ago for work in the emergency department. So I've kind of had to get out of the house because I worked all over Christmas and came down with like typical the minute you leave, finish your shifts. So we've both come down with a cold/flu, chest infection at home. So I think it's just a good day to get out and let your lungs work a little bit. So it's a very grey, wet day here. It's actually greyer than it looks on the camera at the moment. Yeah, there's a word they use. It's a Shetlandic word for that. I'll probably pronounce it wrong. It's dreech or dreek, which kind of just means gloomy. Those kind of wintry days where the light barely lifts, and very wet. It's kind of saturated. There's kind of like rivulets of water just running across every pathway. So where we've come today, I'll spin the camera around in a moment, is sort of going around the bay of Lerwick to the south of the town. It's like a headland called the Nest of Sound. So nest is a common word you'll come across kind of down the eastern seaboard of Britain, and so it's an Old Norse word for like a headland, a spit of headland, like Skegness. So anyway, I'll spin the camera around. So across the way over there is the island of Bressa. You might see the radio signal mast. That's the big hill on the island, known as the Ward of Bressa. Is quite a nice walk. It's quite a steep climb up, and then it goes down to where you're looking. It drops down right to its own headland where there's a lighthouse at the end. There's quite a long walk along the coastline back. So just bringing you around there. So there's rocks over there. There's lots of cave and geos. So that's the headland. It's kind of in Lerwick, and that's called the Nab. And then it's very grey, but you'll see most of the sort of granite sort of colours of Lerwick town there. So this is a really lovely headland, and it's accessible from the town. See, where you're looking at now is pretty much where I work, the big sort of blob of a building in the middle. And the big ugly white building there, which is built quite without sensitivity near an old Brock of Clickerman, and that big ugly building is Tesco. It's kind of a necessary evil. We all have to kind of use that in the co-op, so the two supermarkets of the town. So anyway, let's spin back around again there. I didn't realise, but the background behind me is quite unexciting really. It's quite a nice walk down here. This is an area where I would think archaeologically it's probably quite interesting. It's not been discovered, but it's quite a big hilly headland like behind me, which guards like the entry into the Shetland mainland really. And there's other examples around, and it was certainly used during World War II. Just behind me now there's like old gun fortification things. So they're kind of I suspect a place of teenage drinking and that sort of thing. So this is a bit of a monologue really. It's just an introductory kind of little video. I hope to get well, I'm always out and about. Have been. I'm in my 52nd year this year, but I've been kind of wild camping since a teenager and exploring on whether it by bike or by foot. My obsession with OS maps. I've done lots of long trails and bits of bushcraft. I suppose historically it's in the past and it's less documented. I did write about it on blogs. Kind of a thing of the past now too. And certainly I've been following a lot of YouTube wild camping and long distance treks online with YouTube and such like. So I thought it's time to get out and record a bit of my own really. We have a house in Ireland, at the very top of Ireland in Donegal, the Inishowen Headland. But we came here a year ago for work. So we're coming up to doing a year here. We're not sure what the long-term thing is now, because I'm quite a long way from friends and family, it would be down the Midlands and the south of Britain, and East Anglia. So I'm, kind of 5-6 years away from home really, with only one trip back. So, and here we're a long, long way. We're closer to Norway, to Bergen here, than we are the Scottish mainland. Yeah, I mean, I get to the mainland occasionally because I do air ambulance transfers with critically ill people that we need to get transferred to definitive care to bigger hospitals in Scotland. So yeah, but that's a quick drop off, maybe sometimes an overnight stay and then straight back again. But Shetland is very beautiful. It's a archipelago of many little islands, and lots of interconnecting ferries. So there's some beautiful places like Ernst and Fetler, and Presley just across the way there. It's a short 5-6 minute hop on the ferry, and that feels like otherworldly once you're there. So we got bicycles recently, take those over there. So I'm going to have some food in a minute. I always make a curry, like a vegetable curry the other day, and make an excess of it and keep it in the fridge or whatever. So I've just brought it in one of those flask pots. So I'll eat that in a moment. So anyway, thank you if you are watching, and I appreciate that. And future videos won't be a monologue. I need to source some kind of media, putting together stuff. It's all changed since I've last done this stuff. So yeah, what I hope to be, there'll be bits of history and archaeology in it. I had a dual career kind of in archaeology and museums work as well as emergency nursing, but emergency nursing just pays the income more, would you believe? So yeah, there's things I won't be doing. I don't think I won't be doing gear reviews. It's not something I particularly want to watch myself, although I appreciate that people do want to see that. But yeah, quite kind of a creative thing. And yeah, we're about to buy a caravan next week as well. We're going over to Aberdeenshire, the Cairngorms, to pick that up. So there might be bits of that as well. We don't just wild camp and walk. There's more to us than that. Anyway, my hand is freezing, so I'm going to say thank you for watching, and hope to catch you soon. Thank you.